Welcome to the MBM Vault from the Live Media Hub on riotradio.ca. We're your hosts, Nicholas Carlo
and Sophie Young, and this show is all about music, local talent, and industry news, and most importantly, fun.
Today we'll be discussing an upcoming event in the MBM program, some Grammy nominations, Taylor Swift coming to Toronto, and we'll also be interviewing a second-year MBM student who is also one of the co-managers of the MBM Vault.
Shout out to Kim.
So, just for starters, the enterprise that is hosting an event, it's Breakthrough. They've hosted a couple of events before. They're hosting an event on Thursday, November 28th at Riley's Pub.
Yeah, there'll be live music played, drinks, pool tables. It is for all ages, but if you want to drink booze, make sure you bring your ID.
Okay, and the next topic, big news in the industry, the Grammys.
I feel like I should have like an air horn right now.
Right. No, there's a couple of new things. So we're also going to list off all of the award nominees for the Big Four awards.
Let's just say they are stacked this year, like usual.
Why don't you start us off?
Yeah. So, Album of the Year is the biggest award you can win at the Grammys. So we have the Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. Chaperone is Chaperone, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft. Jacob Collier, Jessie, Volume 4, Charlie XCX, Brat, Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet, Beyonce, Cowboy Carter, New Blue Sun, Andre 3000.
So who do we think out of those is gonna win?
Okay, I'll say who I want to win and who I think.
Yeah.
So I want Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish to win. I just think the production and the vocals on that are just insane. But realistically, I think Taylor Swift has a pretty good chance because she wins a lot of things.
She does win, yeah.
I can see Charlie XCX winning and also Sabrina Carpenter. Those are I think.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if I were to who I would want to win, probably New Blue Sun, Andre 3000. He's always been a classic artist to me. In terms of who I think is going to win, I mean, it could be a few things. Taylor Swift has won multiple Album of the Year awards, so she could easily win it as well. I could also see Brat, because Brat's Summer was a very big thing on the media as well.
For sure.
Everyone's profile pictures is their name with that green background, so
yeah.
that could easily be a thing as well. Now, for the next award, Record of the Year nominees are Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone, Chappell Roan, Good Luck Babe, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, Charlie XCX, 360, Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso, Beyonce, Texas Hold'em, and Now and Then by the Beatles. That's the one that probably stands out to me the most.
That's an interesting one because they actually used AI to enhance the vocals.
That's why I'm surprised it's been nominated for an award like this, because AI has been taking over music. Everyone's just saying, it's going to be a bad thing, and they're adding regulations to it. So I'm really surprised that it's been nominated for an award like this. Now, for Record of the Year, one thing that I didn't ask you last time, which records do you think were snubbed off of this list?
Ooh, snubs. Ooh, so we're going to get controversial here. Listen, I am a Taylor Swift fan, but I'm going to say Taylor Swift for this one because I just don't think it's her best work.
So you think it should have been a different song then?
I don't know.
She does have four night on
She's got some good ones on Tortured Poets Department, but I don't think this is the best choice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, what would you think would win and what?
What would win?
What do you want to win?
I could definitely see the Beatles have a pretty good chance of winning. I mean, their legacy in the music industry is kind of insane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I know it's surprising, but Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, just because Record of the Year is more centered towards songwriting.
Yeah.
And that song is just the lyrics.
I could see that easily winning. I mean, when you're talking about a diss track, I mean that's the whole
that's
point of the
epitome of a diss track.
I mean, and in the summer, I mean it's the longest lasting #1 hit on the hip hop charts. Mm-hmm. That it's I think 21 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong. 21 weeks at #1. That beat out songs like Industry Baby and Old Town Road at its peak. It's probably been the biggest hip hop song of the year, right?
For sure.
Adding the club elements, that would definitely be the one that I would want to win.
Yeah.
In terms of what I think is gonna win, I think Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter is gonna win because that's I mean, it has been in the top 10 on Spotify for like the entire year.
Yeah.
Like just all of Sabrina Carpenter's music, the amount of streams that she's been getting on every single song.
I mean, did you go 1 week in the summer without hearing it?
No.
Espresso was everywhere.
It was everywhere. My job, it was playing everywhere. Now, lead us off with the next category.
Song of the year. We have Texas Hold'em by Beyonce, Sabrina Carpenter, Please, 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 Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, Chappell Roan, Good Luck Babe, Taylor Swift, Fortnite, Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga, Die With a Smile, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, and Shabuzi, A Bar Song, Tipsy.
Yeah, pretty much most of the similar artists, you will see a pattern here where these artists have had a lot of like domination over the charts this year. In terms, again, Not Like Us has been nominated as well. I've always been a fan of that song, but for this category, I actually think Die With a Smile by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga should win. I mean, I think in terms of numbers, that is the most impressive song on this list. It's been out for 3 months. It already almost has 1 billion streams.
Jeez, yeah.
And it's been everywhere. I mean, Bruno Mars in the past 3 months has just been dominating Spotify as a whole. He's broken the record for the most amount of Spotify monthly listeners of all time in a record. In terms of what I think is going to win, I think they're gonna do Sabrina Carpenter nice this year.
Yeah.
Because she is also nominated for another category.
Yeah.
Kind of spoilers, but she's been nominated for a bunch of things. Please, Please, Please is one for biggest as well.
She's been in the industry for a long, long time, and she's just blown up in the past couple years. So to see her win, I wouldn't be mad about it because she does deserve it. But this is a very talented category with a lot of good names.
I mean, other notable songs as well. I mean, Shabuzi, A Bar Song. That is. I think it's been the song that has lasted the longest on the U.S. Billboard #1. It's been there for 16 weeks now. So that has record-breaking statistics as well. I mean, I could see that winning as well just on that alone because I think #1 hits take a very big, like, what's the word? Like a very big lead over the others. Whereas, like, if you get a #1 hit in the U.S., like that just matters way more than anything else. Where a couple of these songs haven't actually gone #1.
Yeah.
Now. Follow us up. Now, the best new artist nominees are Teddy Swims, Shabuzi, Chappell Roan, Ray, Krungbin, Doechii, Sabrina Carpenter, and Benson Boone.
So for best new artist, I think Chappell Roan's got this one in the bag.
I could see that. Yeah.
I could definitely see her winning this. But like in the past, Olivia Rodrigo's been the recipient. Victoria Monet, Doja Cat. So pretty big names have got this award before, so maybe you need to have a foot in the industry, but Chappell Roan's, I think she's got it. Because
of the artists you mentioned, where it's like Olivia Rodrigo, stuff like that, more pop artists. So because of that, I actually think Sabrina Carpenter's going to win, because she's, in terms of numbers, I think she's one of the most streamed artists of the entire year. She was a bit, like she was known before this, obviously, for her previous songs and her times on shows, but I mean, this year has just been blowing up out of nowhere. Who I want to win, probably Benson Boone, because I know like he had his very big hit with Beautiful Things, but like at the time I don't listen to a lot of like general pop music, but that song just genuinely blew me away. So that's what I would want to win. If I were to guess who is going to win, probably Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should move on to Taylor Swift coming to Toronto.
Yep.
And tomorrow. She's going to be here tomorrow.
And Toronto is going to be very filled with traffic. So if you're planning on going to the city, don't, because it's going to be very chaotic. If Toronto's already known for its traffic. So just imagine if you double the amount of people who are entering the city all at once, flying in from anywhere. If you want to enter the city, don't.
Avoid the downtown core at all costs.
Yep. You stay more up north. That's why I'm going with my friends to Jack Astor's.
Yeah.
Soon, like it's just better to do that.
I'm not going in the concert, unfortunately.
I'm not going to go either.
I fought the fight with Ticketmaster and lost. I asked everyone I know to sign up for the code, and no one got the code, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, and the tickets are also going to cost you a lot. It's going to cost you a leg and an arm and a kidney.
A small fortune of $3,000 for a nosebleed seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is a loaded question. What is your opinion on Taylor Swift?
I mean, if I were to, I'll break it down into two segments. In terms of her music, I think by default she has to be overrated, because when you are like the top rated artist, you have nowhere to go but up, or you have
True.
nowhere to go but down. Because if you're already at the top, you have nowhere to go but down. So I think by default, like if you are not a fan of her music, you would have to consider her overrated. In terms of like her act and her business practices, I mean, like she's a very smart businesswoman, so
Oh, yeah.
I can easily respect that. I mean, the things that she's done where she's released like a concert in movie theaters and stuff like that. In terms of business, she's definitely very, very smart and is definitely one of the richest people in the music industry now.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is my personal opinion. She put in the work. Like she, like, built her whole brand. I mean, she didn't start from nothing, but she started at 16, and it took her a long time to get to where she is now. You know, she wasn't always selling out these arena shows. She was playing at like just whatever, and built herself up to where she is today. And she's very smart. You see her business decisions, and you can't help but like think, wow, that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, from the like You Belong With Me doing stuff on the country charts to this.
Oh yeah. So yeah, just avoid the city this weekend. It's my best advice to everyone.
Yeah.
Coming up after the music break, we'll be introducing one of our co-managers, Kim, and discuss her time in the program, areas of interest in the industry, and her musical background.
Don't forget that you can follow the Media Hub on social media at DCSA Media Hub. You can also follow us at MBM Vault on Twitter and Instagram, and at the MBM Vault on TikTok.
We're going to play some music. Here's Two Heads by Coleman Hell and 865 by Morgan Wallen, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca.
Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your hosts, Nicholas Carlo
and Sophie Young. We are back with Kim to introduce her, discuss her musical background, and why she chose this program.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
How's it feel to be back?
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I've kind of been waiting since we've started to be on air.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Very excited.
Yes.
Very reminiscent.
Give us a brief introduction. Who are you? What's your musical upbringing?
My name is Kim. I'm a second-year student. Last year, I was social media for the MBM Vault, and then I got moved to co-manager. And I'm in the music business program at Durham College. My upbringing in music, basically my dad collected, like, video discs. So, like, my days as a child would basically be watching Michael Jackson, like, music videos on repeat on, like, a DVD player. It would be a lot of, like, going to, like, flea markets and, like, buying a bunch of CDs and stuff like that. So music was very big in my household. It still is. And I didn't know this program was a thing. This is my second program I've done. I've dropped out of the first one, but...
What was the first one?
Early childhood education.
Where was it?
Durham.
Oh, okay, so you've been here before then.
Yeah, but I didn't finish that program. I dropped out third semester out of, like, 4. But, yeah, last minute, my parents were like, you need to go back to school, just go back to school. And then I found this program. I was like, this sounds fun. And, yeah, been here since. Been pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So as you said before, you were one of the co-hosts for this show last year.
Yeah.
So tell us more about your experience of what it was like kind of in our shoes and how it is now to be a manager in your second year.
Sure. Well, I enjoyed it a lot, obviously. I'm still here. I was kind of pushed into the role of co-manager or co-host last year because we had people leave. So at first, it was really scary. Hated it. But now I miss doing it so much. So being on air right now is very exciting. I thought I was going to be a lot more nervous, but I think it's just kind of feels natural now. But
It's probably been it's been a few months now since you
been
were last on. So.
at least 7, summer's 6 months, right? 5 months?
Summer's 4.
4. So it's been at
4
least
months.
like 6 months. I don't know. But it's been really cool as a manager to see you guys kind of go through what I went through from like a different perspective. So like see you guys being so nervous at first, or kind of like even just you being a first year not really knowing what scent is and like the enterprise is. It's been interesting to see you get like a lot more comfortable, and you guys are doing great. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I know in like in the past, like what I asked you, like, oh, how many first years and second years? You said majority of this program is, or majority of this enterprise, it's normally second years. So this year we have more first years than before.
Last year it started with 4 second years and 3 first years, which would have been me. It ended with 1 first year being me and the 4 second years. So when it came to choosing a manager, it was kind of like me or nothing.
Yeah, makes sense.
But that was definitely interesting. It was fun for me because I had the guidance from the second years. It definitely made me feel less nervous, but I did feel a lot of pressure because I did have the role of like co-host.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to show up every week, and if I didn't, there would be no show. But all the second years who were on my team last year were very nice and we were all women. So we were like an all-girl enterprise, which my manager from last year really loved to just let that be announced. But
Girl power
for real. But it made it very comforting, I guess you could say. Like we were all very close. Like we ended the semester with like dinners. We went out all the time. We were all very close. So being in the enterprise didn't really feel like a job or like kind of like a burden. It was kind of just like, oh, we're all hanging out on Wednesday doing a show. Yeah. So.
I don't think it should ever feel like a burden. If you
Exactly,
you want to do it, you want to enjoy it. So if
Yeah.
it feels like a burden, then you probably shouldn't be doing it.
And I did enjoy it. I loved last year. I was also the script writer, so I was co-host, script writer, and social media. So I did
Just covering all the bases.
I did all 3. So it was fun because I kind of got to plan the show every week. So I didn't really have to go in not knowing what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I felt very prepared every week, and I would also find most of our guests. Not gonna lie to you. So it would be kind of just like I was prepared every week. Half the time, like our team wouldn't be able to come because they were second years during Oshun Music Week. So towards the end of the semester, sometimes it would just be me and a guest, which would be like kind of scary. And towards the end of semester, because Abigail, our old manager, knew I was going to be manager this year, she was like, I'm just going to let you do everything.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of still doing the same thing. It's just carrying over.
Yeah.
So, like,
just kind of getting.
I feel comfortable right now. Yeah, and I have Will now, which is the co-manager. So it's kind of just like we're doing everything together, which has been very helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a lot of just learning how to co-team you guys.
So if you were to give us some short-term and long-term goals for your future career, what would they be and why?
Short term, sorry, would be finishing the program in April, right?
Yep.
April, finishing the program. I think a long-term goal right now, I'm waiting for our second semester tour management class because that's what I came to the program wanting to do something in. But now I've been looking at radio broadcasting jobs like everywhere, like CBC Toronto. I've been looking there a lot. But I think right now long-term goals would be either a job in some sort of touring type of thing or something in radio, whether it be like a script writer, media, like anything.
Yeah.
Because this job has made me absolutely love it. So
Does that mean in the first year, like, did you enjoy the event planning class then?
I think that was my favorite class. Yesterday we had an assignment doing our practicum class where it was like write about 4 classes and how they helped you. My paragraph for event planning 1 and 2, because we had 2 classes, was so long. I feel like I definitely learned a lot from it, and it helped with this because for Oshun Music Week, I had a part in kind of finding talent and sponsorships, so it kind of helped me kind of, I don't know, use my public speaking from the show to kind of not be nervous to reach out and call people. But that class helped a lot, especially our teacher last year. She was great. She kind of pushed us hardly in a positive way. Like she pushed us a lot, but it helped us all so much, and we all feel a lot more prepared for this April when we have Oshun Music Week.
Definitely needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just having that mentor there to just like put you back into shape and just really realize like, you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
I just picture us as like sheep, and she's like herding us.
Yeah. I miss being a sheep.
Yeah. Me too.
Bring back Catherine.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of like back more on your musical background, what are some of your favorite artists as of recent, and who is your favorite artist that you didn't know about until you joined this program?
So my favorite artist right now, is that what you want to know? Well, all the songs on script I chose. So any of those songs. Right now, Vincent Mason, he's a country singer. He's probably my favorite singer right now. He's going on tour with Riley Green, you need to see him in concert. So he's the only show that he's going on tour with Riley Green, and it's near us, is in New York in July. So I'm going to plan to go to New York in July so I can see him.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen. Gracie Abrams. I was going to put a song in the script, but then I was like, Sophie might get a little too excited.
Oh, I might get a little bit.
Yeah, Sophie might go a little crazy. I don't know. The amount of music that I listen to, like the genres it spawns from. One day I'm listening to hardcore rap. 2 minutes later I'm listening to techno. 3 minutes later it's EDM, and then I go to like when I do homework I'm listening to techno music.
Oh yeah. Like
I
my like songs goes from classical to like hard rap, and then it goes to pop, and then it goes to R&B. It's just everywhere.
I think this program has definitely made it worse.
Made it worse.
But in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it'll go from the saddest song to like club music.
Oh yeah.
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 Like was it 360 Charlie XCX to like
Glimpse of Us.
Yeah.
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 Artists I haven't. Well, okay. I remember one day in class, Will, co-manager, he started singing My Chemical Romance. And ever since, I did not listen to My Chemical Romance before, but now, I think it was the Black Parade.
Oh.
Now,
It's like Jacob.
it's been in my repeat since that day Will has sung it.
It's
just like
seems
reminiscent, I don't know.
every year that happens because Jacob, the other co-host,
Yeah.
every day we have a class right after this.
Yeah.
And the first time that we had, like, because we have a live sound class today, the first time we have it, he walks in and he's just playing my Black Parade on the piano, just going like this, and we're just screeching it at like 10 a.m. So like, is that just a thing in this program
I
that
guess.
song just has an impact
It
on
must
people?
be.
I didn't know I knew the song until Will was just screaming it, and I was like, ah. Now every time it comes on, I just hear Will singing it in sunglasses. It's just like
When I was a young boy.
Yep. And also just like any metal music. Like I was not a metal fan before. Like I'm gonna be for real. I still am not. But if it comes on, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to like it.
I think it's the best part about the music history course, where it's like before you would have very strong opinions on like you would have like really love this or really hate this,
Yeah,
but then
me
when you go to
listening to
music
country
history, it's just
before,
like, oh, you can tolerate
not a
more
thing.
things than you could before.
Boy, I don't know.
Yeah. Country is not gonna be loved by Greg. Greg doesn't love country.
Country hater.
For real. And it kinda made me like it more.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, from the Durham region, it's a very popular genre in
Yeah.
this region, so that makes sense.
I also am big on like camping and outdoor like activities, and I feel like when you're doing things like that, it's country or it's silence. Like if I'm
Country or
camping, it's
nothing.
country music or it's nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. So, coming up after the break, we'll be back with Kim to discuss career goals, more about her time in the program, and a game of higher or lower.
Don't forget that you can follow the Media Hub on social media at DCSA Media Hub. You can also follow us at MBM Vault on Twitter and Instagram, and at the MBM Vault on TikTok.
We're going to play some music. Here's Lasting Lover by Sigala and James Arthur, and Oysters in My Pocket by Royal Otis, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca. Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your hosts, Nicholas Carlo.
And Sophie Young. We're back here with Kim, and we're going to play the higher or lower game. So I will explain a little bit how this works. It's pretty simple. Kim will be given the name of 2 different artists, and she has to guess who has more monthly listeners on Spotify. So this, I know in Greg's class,
yeah.
we had to go through a list of artists and look through their monthly listeners, and it was quite shocking.
Yeah, I think I skipped that class.
Oh, well,
Wait, what class is this?
music marketing.
Yeah, music.
Oh, because I wanted to do this year for history.
Yeah. And it was quite shocking. Some of the artists, how little and how much.
Yeah.
So there's no prize.
Oh.
I know. Your prize.
My prize is being here today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's-
So we'll start off with the questions. The first one's it'll go easy and then it gets progressively harder. So the first one, Taylor Swift or Bruno Mars?
Okay. So I'm gonna say that Bruno Mars has no. I'm kidding. I'm gonna say Taylor Swift.
You say Taylor Swift?
Wait. I think I saw something about Bruno Mars the other day having a lot of streams.
We were talking about him earlier.
Yeah.
I think it might be Bruno Mars. No.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know. I saw something yesterday on Instagram saying something about Bruno Mars and streams.
Okay, what's your final answer? You got
Bruno
two?
Mars.
Bruno Mars?
Ding, ding, ding.
That is correct. He is, as we said earlier, he is right now at the most monthly listeners out of any artist ever at 130 million.
Yeah, that just happened like a day ago, didn't it? Like a few days
Recently.
ago.
Yeah, just recently with his
Okay.
release of APT, it's just
Thank
Shut
God
up.
I have Instagram as a news source. Else I would not have.
Shout out, Instagram's the best news source.
Uh,
I'm joking. I'm not serious.
Is social media the greatest news source?
For facts, yes.
I get
Is
all
it?
my news
For
from
facts like streams, I'd say.
I get all
Yeah.
my news from TikTok. It's the most reliable news.
Oh
source.
no, for real.
Okay. Second is Imagine Dragons or Coldplay.
Oh, well, I want to go to the Coldplay concert really bad. It sold out in like a minute. So I'm gonna say Coldplay.
Yes.
That- Coldplay is at 89 million.
Really?
And then Imagine Dragons is in somewhere in the 60 millions.
Really?
Yeah. So
thought they'd be
Coldplay, they
closer.
just released an album, so their numbers are really,
Oh,
really
that's
high
true.
right
Yeah.
now. So third, Future or Drake?
Well, Drake.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is
Future
correct.
hasn't released music. Well, he has, but it just hasn't been good.
Yeah, Drake is at 75 million. Future is in the 40 millions.
Drake has too many TikTok songs. I
Yeah.
can't think of any like TikTok songs that Future has.
I mean, in the early Spotify days, he was like the king of Spotify, right? He had the most
Yeah.
streams
Drake.
and everything. So yeah.
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 Everyone, like, you think of like, oh, most streamed songs on Spotify. First thing you think of, One Dance.
Yeah.
That's always
Wait,
been.
who has more? Bruno Mars, right?
Then Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno Mars is the highest.
Oh,
So,
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, for a while, I think it was The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift was second. Billie Eilish was around that realm too.
Yeah.
'cause The Weeknd was the first to hit 100 million.
They were all kind of tipping around the 100
Yeah.
million mark.
Bruno
Weeknd
Mars
was
just
first at
drops
100.
random songs, and it's just like it's
Bruno Mars
top.
He's just makes a
My-
annual appearance every
My
year.
dream concerts are Pitbull and Bruno Mars, because Bruno Mars he doesn't let people bring phones in,
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
and I kind of love that. Like I want to go to a
I
concert
have a
with no
love-hate
phones.
relationship with that. 'cause
Like, I'd
I'll
bring a
forget
digital camera.
everything. That's
Honestly,
true,
yeah.
actually. That's a good idea.
Like, or just tell me to put my phone away. I'll keep it away the whole
I
concert.
just gotta find out if he's gonna afford the tickets. I have the tickets at an affordable price.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Pitbull's coming to Great Toronto Casino. It's like $200 a ticket.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or Casino Rama.
Casino Rama. Yes.
Yeah.
That's,
So expensive.
what is that, Barry?
Yeah, it's like an hour, 2 hours away. Hour.
Hour and a
2 hours?
half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something
Depends
around
what day.
that. Depends on
The day and time.
the vibes.
Yeah.
Fourth is Lady Gaga or Billie Eilish.
Okay, well, you just told me Billie Eilish was like third.
It's
So I'm
Lady
gonna-
Gaga.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah. So Lady Gaga, because of
Like her
Cry
old
with a
song.
Smile, because
Oh.
she is at 113
Oh, her
million,
new song.
With Bruno Mars.
and Billie Eilish is at 106 million.
Oh.
So it's very close, but Lady Gaga right now is really inflated because of that song.
I feel like when Billie's album came out this year, her numbers just shot up.
Yeah.
And she's probably kind of leveling out now.
Yeah.
Here's another interesting one: The Weeknd or Lady Gaga.
Because you said it was interesting, it leads me to believe that's not The Weeknd.
Trust your gut.
I'm gonna say Lady Gaga.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It is wrong. It is The Weeknd, because The Weeknd is still at 120 million.
Guys, I'm cooked.
It's okay. The best you can
Guys,
do
I'm
is
cooked.
try.
I'm cooked.
Benson Boone or Shawn Mendes? Shawn Mendes has a new
Okay,
song
to think
out,
of
right?
it, Shawn Mendes hasn't released music in so long, and Benson Boone just won so many
True. Did it,
European MTV awards.
Shawn has a new single out, does he not?
Yeah, he just released one about I've seen it either be about his friend who passed away or his dad. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
But if it was like 3 years ago, I think I'd say Shawn Mendes. Benson Boone is also like top 10 favorite singers. So I want to say Benson Boone. Like if you look at the scripts last year, it's only Benson Boone songs.
Yeah. That is correct. But the difference is only 300,000.
Oh.
So yeah, Benson Boone is at 47.9 million. Shawn Mendes 47.6.
It kind of makes me mad that Benson Boone is famous now. Like I really wanted to
Like,
gatekeep
what,
him.
what do you mean? Do you guys know who he is? No.
So question number 7: Kodak Black or Young Thug?
Kodak Black is crazy. I know more Kodak Black songs than I do Young Thug. But I also think that's just because I live in Ontario and Kodak Black is big in Toronto.
Toronto mans.
For real. I want to say Kodak Black, but I feel like it's Young Thug. So I'm going to say Young Thug.
Young Thug is correct. He's at 27 million. Kodak Black is in the low 20 millions.
Kodak Black has like 3 hits that
And
have
they're
gone
pretty
like
big hits
worldwide.
though.
Yeah. What is it?
Very
Like
big
Tunnel
hits.
Vision?
Tunnel Vision, ZZ. I think the song is called ZZ, the one with Travis Scott.
I just wanted
the-
to land.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not the same thing. I was gonna go. Womp, womp.
Wrong. Okay, James
No, that
Charles.
was Tyga, right?
Yep.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taste by Tyga.
Yeah, Taste.
Yep. We should do guess the song on here. I feel like you guys would do good on that.
Yeah?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how well you know music, but I know Sophie would do good on that.
Aw.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, this one's good. Sabrina Carpenter or Gracie Abrams?
I feel like you'll beat me up if I don't say Gracie
It's okay.
Abrams.
Just be
But
honest.
Sabrina Carpenter, I feel like went on tour with Taylor Swift.
She did. So did Gracie.
Oh, you're right. Shoot.
What's
they
next
both
about
have-
Gracie? Oh, she's God's gift on earth. What's next?
The way you feel about Gracie is the way I felt about Benson Boone last year.
That's.
But
that's
I
fair.
feel like they both just had albums come out. They both have songs that are trending right now. Sabrina has had songs that are trending longer, I feel.
But she's been in the industry for longer too.
Yeah, people just don't recognize that she's been
Don't try to sway
like
the
thumbs,
answer.
like thumbs.
She's been in the industry for over
Girl Meets World?
at least 10 years. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I'm gonna say Sabrina Carpenter.
That is correct.
And she is correct by a long shot because Gracie
Really?
Abrams is only getting the 40 millions.
Listen.
Sabrina Carpenter's a 77 million.
Gracie
Oh my
used to be
God.
my little secret. I started listening to her when she had 4 million monthly listeners.
That's crazy. That's
She
crazy.
was. I just want to keep her in a ball and like no one knows who she is.
No, that's
That's
so
not gonna
valid.
happen.
That's so valid.
Now, this one is a bit of a throwback to the past. Frank Sinatra or Elvis Presley?
Fly me to the moon.
So good.
Or
Because
Jailhouse Rock. I'm gonna say Elvis.
Is that your final
I
answer?
feel like Elvis has more controversy to it, which means people listen to it more.
That is correct. He's at
Yeah.
26 million. Frank Sinatra's at 21 million.
All right.
I can only also name one Frank Sinatra song. That's it. So
What about My Way?
He's
Calvin Harris came into my head.
Frank Sinatra, and I just think Christmas.
Ooh.
I'm like, you
Are you thinking Michael Bublé?
No, I'm thinking about Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
I'm thinking about the Grinch, personally.
the Grinch. You're a mean
about
one,
Whoville.
Mr. Grinch.
Personally, Whoville.
Whoville. Shout out to Cindy Lou.
Oh, God.
Okay, we have one more left.
Okay.
It's a bit of a two completely different artists.
Uh-oh.
Queen and Post Malone.
I'm gonna say Posty.
Our final answer?
Posty's in like all the genres right now.
That's true.
Yeah,
So Posty, yeah.
that is correct.
Really?
Yes.
By a
Not
long
Queen dying.
shot.
That makes me really sad.
Because Post Malone is at 73 million monthly listeners.
He's not 100
Queen,
yet?
Queen
That's
is at
crazy.
51.
I
So it
feel
is by
like
quite a long
because
shot.
of the audience that listens to Queen.
And he's been releasing a
True.
lot of music recently.
The
So it's
country
gonna get a
man.
lot of art. It's gonna get a lot of streams. I mean, Fortnite with Taylor
He's
Swift.
opening the CMAs. You know how
Yeah.
angry that makes me?
How does that make you angry?
Because he's a pop singer.
It's true.
He's,
Oh my God.
he's
He's not-
everything.
he's
He's,
not-
country. He's rap.
That would be
he's
like Beyonce
kinda
opening
sad.
the CMAs. Are you kidding me?
I picture
She's
Post
pop.
Malone, and I just picture pop R&B. type
Beyonce
dude.
is nominated in so many categories for her country album at the CMAs.
Bring the beat in.
And in the Grammys as well.
Beyonce.
Yeah, but at the makes me so angry.
All right. That's the end of this week's episode.
Yay.
We look forward to seeing you here next week.
Don't forget that you can follow the Media Hub on social media at DCSA Media Hub. You can also follow us at MBM Vault on Twitter and Instagram and at the MBM Vault on TikTok.
Here's Hell's a Dance Floor by Vincent Mason playing us out from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca.